Hey guys, it's Destroyer here with a Command Center Level 6 base design. There's so many ways to design a base, so I decided to do something which is fairly balanced to reduce any potential weaknesses. My base is fairly symmetrical down the middle, however I've placed the Command Center to one side. I've grouped my 3 different defensive towers together at the front on both sides, since their abilities complement each other. All 3 defenses are segmented to help slow down melee attacks. This red mercury collector at the front is 1 square further up. This is to better protect the heavy artillery if I get attacked from the middle. It's also used to fill the gap between the 2 heavy artillery, since they have a blind spot in between them. All 3 defences reach both the middle of the base as well as the sideline at the edge of the base. Most people try and attack down the sides, so I've also kept a pair of bunkers in each corner. These bunker troops also help protect my 3 defensive towers at the front. When you attack another base, your own bunkers don't spawn any troops or vehicles, so it's important that you consider this during your base design and ensure your defensive towers can defend well without them. In case I get attacked down the middle, I also have the airfield and another infantry bunker right in the middle too. These also protect my storage which surround them. I have an additional sentry tower at the back which cover each pair of storage. Being mass attacked by hackers is a common sight, so I do scatter my collectors all over the place to make them harder to reach. I also place the collectors around the storage too, so they aren't the first resource to be looted. I've placed my landmines where I would expect hackers to walk over. You'll notice that I also stagger my red mercury and supply collectors, so it may also deter people who are trying to farm just the one type of resource. If the battle line was pushed back far enough for the enemy to drop hackers inside my core, I do have 2 ambushes there to help take care of the hackers. I've placed the ambush quite far away from the front defences. This is so I can hijack long-reach vehicles such as tanks, buggies and copters. I do have 5 engineers tents which have fairly low health, so I've placed them as far back as possible to help prevent a 1-star loss, since losing 5 engineer tents would cost me 13% in defence. At Command Center 6 we also got a few new troops to use. There's the Buggy and the Banshee here. I've queued up 16 and 3 of them. So let's take a look at the Banshee. Has okay hit points, has quite good damage. Takes a long time to build of course and very expensive. However, it's quite good at damaging buildings. However, its biggest weakness is the rocket battery. Let's have a look at this rocket buggy. Decent hit points, quite good damage, but the biggest advantage of this is the range. It attacks aircraft and over walls and does 3 times the damage versus vehicles. There was also the sniper troop. However, I don't have enough space to put another one in here. There's not really much to show you with the sniper. So I'll just finish these troops off now and show you in an attack. I'll do a friendly attack since this is not a good combination of troops to use. Try and find someone worthy of attacking. So this guy down here is, I think, over 2,000 medals. So I think he's a Command Center 6. He has his rocket batteries quite far apart, so this is a good one to demonstrate.
Aircraft reporting.
When you touch on the Banshee, the battle line disappears. You can just tap on any defensive tower and it will target them and drop bombs. As you saw there, the very first Banshee I dropped got shot down by the rocket battery, so you need to tap a few times on them to have more follow behind it and drop bombs before it reloads and refires again. But don't tap on the Banshees too quickly because they will all take the splash damage from the rocket battery. I'm waiting for these troops to clear before I drop my rocket buggies. They do have long range and they're very easily distracted, as you can see here. I wanted them to go forward, but they attacked backwards. So they're quite good at taking down vehicles, but they're very weak against infantry. As you'll see here, coming head on with a bunch of grunts, snipers, rocket troopers, and my buggies are pretty much getting shot to pieces. Copters coming in now. 3 more Banshees. Very effective at taking that rocket battery down, since there's only 1 battery in range. I do have 3 Banshees there. It's quite an expense to take down a rocket battery, but it can be quite useful. However, at higher command center levels you do get more rocket batteries, and it's very difficult to avoid running into multiple rocket batteries. They'll pretty much get shot down before they hit anything. I did try and target those rocket troopers with my Banshees, but it does take a few seconds for them to come out, so you have to time it really well. Drop some more buggies here. Very good at taking down copters where they're 3 times damage versus vehicles. They're effective against troops. Buggy versus tanks here. Not too effective. The tanks are much better. Finally getting a chance to strike here without any infantry troops. And as you'll notice, they're very good at attacking over walls and taking down those sentry towers. However, I did get hijacked. It's not a good troop composition. You don't want to send in buggies by themselves. I definitely bring in something like grunts to help them out in the front line. I'm attacking the storage here to see how well they do against storage. It was quite effective, however it's not something you would try and do normally, because the rocket batteries will shoot them down first. As you can see, I'm totally getting smashed here. I only managed to do 12% damage. Very strong troops, but not effective with this combination. So I spent most of my time just attacking the enemy bunker troops. Feel free to use this base design and tweak it to your liking. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments section below.